Valley Club, we got a brand new promo code for everyone. We got a Void Summon Party coming tomorrow, which means we got double chances for Void Epics and Void Legendaries. It's going in conjunction with the Champ Training Tournament. We get some very tempting 10x champs that are going to be in that Void Summon Party. We're talking about the best options for you. If you're ready for all of it, you know what to do, Valley Club. Find that like button and let's go smash it. And welcome back to the ValleyFlyin Raid channel. I am ValleyFlyin. I hope you're having an excellent day. I hope you're ready for some free stuff. We got a brand new promo code and we got a couple events coming up tomorrow. One is a Champ Chase event that is in conjunction with the Fusion for Naldula. And we got some 10x chances for two characters. One is Assassin's Creed Limited Time Champ, and one is the partner of Nodula. We're talking about the best options for you. And if you get some value from today's video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, ring the notification bell so you know as soon as a brand new Raid Shadow Legends video goes up on a normal week, at least 6 pieces of Raid Shadow Legends content. Let's jump into the game. We have a brand new promo code. This is for everyone. It is mid-love, and it is for a bunch of stuff. Let's go in our inbox so we can see exactly what this is for. 250 50 multi-battle attempts, some brews, 15 of them. 150,000 silver and 200 energy. So make sure you claim that. All good stuff, guys. But your best option for today, if you want to start off a brand new Raid Challenge account, use that QR code up there or the link in the description to start an account. That will get you all these free champs. You're going to get this guy, Ezio Auditore, limited time champ. It's a 7-day login. You're going to get him for free after logging in for 7 days. But by using that QR code up there or the link in the description to start off a brand new account, you're going to start off with Narma the Return. She is a great poison damage healer and an excellent choice for the clan boss. You're going to get some great epic champs along the way to help you with your clan boss, which I think is the most important thing to focus on as a new player. And then as soon as you have Narma in your account, enter one of these codes to get another legendary champ. Now, you could only enter one, so you do have to make a decision right away. And you do need to enter this within your first 24 hours. My recommendation is to use the kitty cut code to get Cheshire Cat. Great damage dealer. Go Fast will get you Razzleback. That is another great champ. More for Hydra. I think kitty cut is a little better champ for newer players. But Monkey King gets you Sun Wukong. That is a code that I use. Gets you excellent Arena Specialist. And UD King gets you Ultimate Death Knight. That is one of the best tanks in the entire game right now. We got some tempting events starting tomorrow. The first is this Champ Chase tournament. Doesn't look like there is a guaranteed champion in this Champ Chase tournament, so it's just some extra charge for Nodula. But that is going in conjunction with a Void Legendary event or a Void Summon Party. You're going to get double the chances to get Void Epics and Void Legendaries. So I'm going to open all of my Void Shards for this, but interesting thing here. And that is going to go on from February 13th through February 16th. So that should last for the entirety of the Champ Chase tournament. But now let's move on to the interesting thing. February 13th through the 14th. So from tomorrow till Valentine's Day, get a 10x chance of summoning Bayek from the Void Shards. Very, very strong champ. Staunch defender of the innocent, protector of the weak. Bayek is a powerful defense champ who can support your allies in any battle. We'll talk about his kits in just a little bit. He is a limited time champ, so there is value in going for him. I think the better character that's going to be a more game changer for a lot of accounts, especially if you're going for the Fusion, is going to be the partner of Nodula, Solanar the Gleaming. So from Saturday to 14th to Sunday to 15th, 10 extra chance of getting Solanar the Gleaming from Void Shard. So he's going to be a high elf, channels the power of the sun into his attacks, gaining game-changing buffs, ignoring his enemy defenses while alongside his scholarly partner, Nodula the Gloaming. So as usual, with all of these 10x chances or these double chances of getting epics and legendaries from Void Shards, they're going to be doubled. So if we go into the summoning portal right now, we'll see the normal rates for voids. The normal rates for a void legendary, 0.5% chance. It's going to go up to 1%. So it's still very low chance to get a legendary. But if you do get a legendary, there's a 10x chance. So if you imagine all the pool of all the void legendaries, well, instead of one copy of Bayek or one copy of Solanar, depending on what day, there's gonna be 10 copies of there. So it's almost a 10% chance to get those characters. I believe that's the way the math works out if you do get a legendary. But again, 1% chance to get a legendary while that event is live. So what is the best course of action? Is it best to go for one character? Best to go for the other character? Maybe split your shards? But as far as what I want to do, I think I want to go for the limited time champ. Yes, Solanar would be a bigger game changer right away, especially once we have Noldula unlocked, but Bayek is a little interesting. If we go into the Assassin's Creed collab, this champion can be summoned from Shards, but only from 1/8, so January 8th. It's going on from February till April 8th. So that means that once April 9th is here, no chance of getting Bayek. But even though the High Elf, a little better, especially if you are going for the Solanar the Gleaming, it's gonna be a really good champ there. And I think he's being more of a game changer right away. A lot of 5-star ratings already. I guess some people have already pulled them. I think you do need to actually pull the champ to leave a rating there. So some people have already gotten lucky opening Void Shards, doing a non-2x event. I'm saving all of mine for tomorrow. And I think I'm going to go for one champ for Bayek because of this Assassin's Creed collaboration. Yeah, Solanar would be a better champ, more of a game changer with the fusion pairing, but I'm going to go for Bayek. Now, he does have that passive. Everything is permitted, like the rest of the assassins. Whenever enemies' HP drops below 25% after receiving damage from any assassin, they receive additional bonus damage proportional to this champion's defense. Bonus damage will ignore 100% of the target's defense, cannot be critical. So a good passive there. But the big one here, the big one, everyone has this, everything is permitted, or all the assassins have that. Big one that he's going to do. This champion and their allies cannot receive critical hits from enemies whose accuracy is equal to or lower than their own accuracy. And he has some moves to help with that accuracy. Maybe the base accuracy on a champion that you're using, not that good. Maybe you don't have him geared totally, but he solves some of that problem. Place a 50% increased accuracy buff on all allies for 2 turns, 4 turn cooldown when he's fully booked. Kind of a 3 turn cooldown because this move does grant an extra turn. Also, place a perfect veil, 60% increased defense buff on all allies except for this champion for 2 turns. So perfect veil, increased defense, increased accuracy, and then places an increased defense buff on this champion for 3 turns. And then when he's going to do his damage, it's going to help him because his damage is based on defense. Also, he has a decreased resistance. So as soon as he does this move, he's going to take an extra turn. So moving it from a 4-turn cooldown to a 3-turn cooldown. This goes from a 3-turn cooldown to a 2-turn cooldown because of the extra turn that A3 grants. It's going to be an AoE attack, attacking all enemies. He does have that increased defense from the A3. Places a 50% decreased accuracy buff and a 50% decreased resistance buff for 2 turns. So he has that increased accuracy. He's going to lower the accuracy of the enemies. He's going to lower the resistance of the enemies, which is going to make it easier for you for the rest of your champs to get their buffs on, or their debuffs on the enemies, and then also can't get crit if you have accuracy equal to or low, or the enemies have lower accuracy than you. He's also going to then place a provoke debuff on all enemies for 1 turn, so some crowd control. The target is under 3 or more debuffs. Place a provoke for 2 turns instead. So his damage gets increased, and then the A1, just rounding it all out here, attacks 1 enemy, leash debuff for 2 turns, builds his turn meter by 20%, and then you start this whole cycle over again. So turn 1, turn 2, turn 3, start it over again. I like how this works, especially because of that passive. This is the one I'm going for, but like I said, I think the other champ, the High Elf, Solanar, would be a bigger game changer, especially with the pairing once we finally unlock Noldula. Now, I'm not sure why they start low like this. Some of the characters start at a normal height, some start very short. Seems like a normal character, but starts a little short. All right, his passive. Good pairing with Noldula. Whenever enemy receives healing, 100% chance to reduce the healing to 0. The champion will receive the healing instead. If Noldula the Gleaming is on the same team, enemies will receive damage equal to the amount of healing instead. So instead, you getting your healers. A lot of times, the AI on the enemies hubs will just do healing anyway. Well, they're going to be doing damage to themselves, and you're going to get the healing instead. This effect does not work against bosses, obviously. It's kind of a little too strong to work against bosses. Once per round, this champion is dead. Revives this champion with 100 HP, 100 turn meter when the last living ally is killed. So That's a great one. Place a magma shield buff on this champion for 2 turns. The value of the magma shield is equal to 300% of this champion's max HP. If Nordula is on the same team, this buff is protected. So very, very strong passive. Gets way stronger if Nordula is on the same team. It has an attack increase accurate. It has an increased attack in all battles by 33% for the aura. And the A3 attacks 1 enemy, 4-turn cooldown. Does not get reduced with more books, just increases the damage. Attacks 1 enemy before attacking, steals all buffs, and 100% turn meter from the target if you're not under a stone skin buff. This effect cannot be resisted. And it's always critical if Nordula the Gleaming is on the same team. Will ignore stone skin buffs. Looks like there can be some conflict with Bayek and Solanar. I think Bayek gets the prioritization, or I think Solanar will get the prioritization, so it always will be critical. This champion receives 75% less damage on extra turns or instant turns, while this is not on cooldown. So less damage, especially I guess if you're taking an extra turn like Bayek would do. While the skill is cooldown, reduces the cooldown by 1 turn whenever an enemy receives the extra turn, has an instant turn activated on them, or has their turn meter increase occurs once per turn. Ooh, that is very strong. All right, yeah, so this you could do this a lot. So I guess you could do the cooldowns depending on what your enemy does. That's how your cooldowns are reduced. The A2, 3-turn cooldown when fully booked, attacks 1 enemy. Always critical if Nordula is on the same team. Will ignore 10% of the target's defense for each buff on this champion. This champion is immune to all debuffs, while this champion is not on cooldown. Whenever an enemy attempts to place a debuff on this champion, while the skill is not on cooldown, this champion gets a random buff instead. This effect does not work against bosses. So in the A2, he gets a random buff if it's not on cooldown. And then with this one, he gets an extra turn, an instant turn. I like this. All right, so the A1 attacks all enemies. This attack always critical of Nordula on the same team. 60% chance of placing a fatigue debuff on all enemies for 1 turn. Passive. 80% should counterattack with this skill whenever an enemy gets an extra turn or has an instant turn effect activated. 15% chance to counterattack with this skill whenever an enemy has their turn meter increase. So yeah, this is going to be very, very strong. Goes up to 100% chance to counterattack when this is fully booked. But to be a great champ, I think that pairing with Nordula is going to be great. But I also think that that pairing with Bayek and the free champ that we talked about, Ezio, is going to be great as well. So I think, yeah, I'm going to go for this. I'm going to go all in. I'm not going to split my shards. Let me know what you're going to do. Are you going to go for something that's going to give you a little bit more value in the short term? Or are you going to go for this champ that I'm going for here that if you miss him during that that period of this collaboration, you're not going to be able to get him. So let me know who you're going for. Like I said, I'm going to go for Bayek. I think he's a good champ, and I do want to see that synergy with Bayek and Ezio. If you do want to start that brand new account, ladies and gentlemen, use that code up there or the link in the description. That'll get you all the bonuses that you see on the screen. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Good luck with that code. Hopefully you can make some good use of it for all these events that are going on right now. Thanks for watching. Hulk fist bump, ValleyFlyin out. Take care, guys.